Hi, Kenneth. Happy Saturday to you. This is Latrina. You responded to an email this week with regards to me offering a free video to share some things that you might be able to do to improve your online presence and boost your business. So this is the video that I put together for you. There is no selling in the video, as I mentioned in the email. I truly believe that givers gain. So this is a custom video that I make for small businesses to bring value and service back to them and our communities at large. But your feedback would be greatly appreciated just so that I can make sure that these videos are actually serving some sort of purpose and helping in some way, big or small. So any feedback that you can share would definitely be appreciated. So what I'm going to cover is content, backlinks, and citations and why these are important website elements for you to have. I'll go over your company's online presence and I'll make recommendations for improvement if I see any. So content is anything that's on your website. It's the words, the images, and the videos. It's important to have sufficient content on your web page because this is how Google crawls your site. It allows them to grab the information to become familiar with your business website and also grab the keywords that will help them to put you in search results when people are looking for your services. Ideally, your homepage should have 1,500 words and your back pages should have at least 500. And then you want to go and grab as many citations as you can get. These are listings and directories. They include your business name, your address, and phone number. And you want to have as many of these as you can get and even more than your competition. Again, this helps your website to rank on Google. And then finally, you want to grab backlinks. Backlinks are the placement of your website address onto other websites. So if you think about Facebook, LinkedIn, Yelp, any of those where your website is actually featured, it's considered a backlink because it's directing traffic away from those sites back to your website, hence the name backlinks. The more backlinks you have, the more popular your website actually becomes. Google places extremely high emphasis on backlinks and the number of backlinks a website has. In fact, it's a measurement of trust for Google. A company that is lacking in backlinks is less trustworthy and as a result does not get the same ranking that other businesses do. But be sure to make sure your backlinks are relevant to your area, okay, your line of work. So you're a cleanup company, you want to make sure that it's all related to cleanup, home improvement, those kinds of things, not random auto body repair or landscaping, for example, although landscaping might fit a little bit in your niche depending on what it involves because people do cleanup outside, right? Anyways, I digress. Just make sure that your backlinks are related to your line of work. So I'm going to come back to your website. Okay, let's go over to Google for a moment just to give you a little rundown. So when we do keyword searches, this is basically people typing in the keywords that they are searching for, right? So it's usually services or products and then a location to follow. By doing that, it allows Google to place those businesses in front of the customer or consumers who are actually looking for those services. What is very typical is we'll sometimes get ads at the very top, sometimes at the bottom of the page as well. One thing to note about ads is, they're kind of random. You don't know when they're going to be in front of someone or not. But the other thing is that sometimes people have ad blockers on their computers, so they may not see those ads that are showing up in Google. The prime real estate area is called the map pack. This is the area where Google places who they perceive to be the top ranking businesses for the keywords that were searched. In this case, hoarding cleaning services. Since I'm in Frederick, Maryland, which is in the Mid-Atlantic area, it's showing me my local businesses, okay? I didn't know which was your preferred location. You have several locations that you serve. It looks like you're a national company. So I didn't want to pick or choose. So I just did a random hoarding cleaning service search just to make the point of how Google is set up. As we continue through the page, and also you see you're showing up even in our area. So that's pretty awesome. You're on the home page. So what I was going to say is that you want to be ranking on the first few pages of Google. As you move further away from that, your visibility is less and people are less likely to click on you, right? If you think about the last time you did a Google search, you probably weren't searching on pages 8, 9 or 10, right? You probably made decisions on the first few pages, and you probably even clicked somewhere in the map pack. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to first of all, congratulate you for being on the first page. That's a very good accomplishment. And hopefully the tips that I share with you will help you to maintain that position. So I love your website. I like how it looks. It's very appealing to the eye because this is a very nasty, uncomfortable topic, right? Hoarding and cleanup and that kind of thing. I actually personally had to deal with this last December when my dad passed away, and I did not know that he was hoarding. He was in California. So that was very traumatic to find his place in that situation. But I did find a company that was able to help me and my brother. But this is you all are doing a very valuable service to people who have loved ones who are suffering with this condition. So thank you for all that you do, first off, in your business. It's not an easy one, so I just want to say that. But the thing that strikes me that you could do sort of immediately is put a contact form somewhere in the top area of your page, because this is what people see immediately, right, when they come to your website. So it can be a short one. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It just collects name, phone number, email, and maybe even zip code. I'm not sure. But at least this way you'd get a hot lead right away. If you miss someone's call, if they hang up before leaving a message, they don't feel like calling, whatever the case may be, it just gives you an extra opportunity to grab information from people immediately before they leave your website, okay? The other thing I noticed is that you don't have a lot of content. There's not really a whole lot here that is allowing you to grab keywords in an efficient way. So definitely remember 1,500 words for your home page and at least 500 on your back pages, okay? Again, it's for Google purposes. When they send their bots to your website, you want them to spend time. You don't want them to jump on and off your website. You want them to get on your website, crawl it, take their time, grabbing all the information, getting familiar with Address Our Mess, so that they can make sure that they're putting you in front of those people who actually need your services, okay? So that's the whole intent of getting sufficient content. The other thing, what was it? There was something I wanted to mention. I don't remember now. Oh, I think I know. Let me go over here first, look at your data. So I did notice that your ranking is pretty good. In general, you have 886 backlinks left, but you used to have 41,000. So what's happening here? Just definitely keep your eye on this. Make sure you continue to add backlinks because your popularity is dropping. That's what this means. I'm not sure why it's dropped so significantly. Maybe you just haven't been adding more backlinks out there. Remember, backlinks are not indefinite. They do expire. You need to constantly be adding your presence out there on the internet, okay? Because the internet is always growing, it's always getting new information, so you want to stay relevant. The same thing with your referring domains. You had 600 at one point. Now you're down to 138. So keep your eyes on that, okay? As far as your keywords, I don't have a whole lot to say about it, except you might want to focus in on your service areas. And the reason I say that is some of your keywords, you're ranking very high on the list, and some of these are not even buyer intent keywords. If you look, you made a mess, clean out. Like, these are not things people are going to type into Google. That's what I mean by buyer intent. It means the keywords that people are likely typing in here when they're searching for your services, okay? So I don't see a whole lot of buyer intent keywords. This one is one, hoarding company. You're in your place number 1 there for that. That's a national keyword that you have. These are your company related ones. So they're okay, but these people are already familiar with you, and it's just your customers who are already typing in your information. Clutter hoarding, that may not be buyer specific or buyer intent, because that could be anything. People could be writing articles about clutter hoarding. But this one right here is buyer intent. Hoarder cleanup company. 40, that's a national keyword. 40 people searching for that. You're number 2 there. Hoarding companies is also a buyer intent. 40, you're number 3. What I would suggest, since you have, where's your site? Sorry. Since you have a lot of areas that you cover, maybe add these states or where you get most of your business, maybe add them. But for example, hoarding companies, Alabama, hoarding company, Connecticut, hoarding company, Kentucky, hoarding company, Pennsylvania. You get the picture, right? Those are things that are going to help you. But in addition to that, not just hoarding, I saw a ton of other stuff that you did. Hoarding cleanup, that's one aspect, but you have junk removal, clutter cleanup service, heavy duty cleaning service, animal hoarding cleanup service, estate clean out. I didn't see any of those keywords in there. Valet trash service, organizing and sorting service. I didn't see any of this. So these are things that you want to, this is the whole reason you want to build out your website with more content, so that you can highlight these other things too, because you want to rank for these as well, right? That's what you're in business for, all of these things, not just the hoarding. So with that, this video has gotten very long. I apologize. I'm going to end it here, but please let me know what you thought. Shoot me some feedback. Feedback helps me. So please let me know that you watched it and if there was anything you found helpful in it. If there wasn't, I want to know that too, because I can't learn and improve if I don't get any feedback. And if you have questions for anything I've covered or any suggestions I've made, let me know. I'll be happy to elaborate. Otherwise, I wish you a great rest of your weekend and much continued success to you all at Address Our Mess. Take care.